Teaquilters. It is T with Teaquilts, and today is Saturday, January 6th, 2024. Happy New Year to those that are just watching for the first time this year. And we're going to have to trying to do an install on my phone here. Matter of fact, I could have. Okay. So we'll just leave that one charging. It's got a low battery. See how much I got here. Gotta cut all the stuff off over here. So it doesn't ding in my ear. All right. All right, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a busy few days for me. For those that don't know, just at the top of this video, I just want to put it for those that watch the upload. I will not be available until February 1st. So won't be answering any messages or anything like that. Emails, orders will not be shipped. I need to change that on my website so people are aware as well. Haven't gotten around to that yet. Still checking things off my list. So let's see who's here. Iris Sail Lady, Norma Lovelace, Betsy Layton, Melody Kiefer, Jonah Crutchfield, Dee Branson, Quilt Gal, C-Rex, Nikki, Jean Green, Kevin the Quilter, Ray Mahone. Sounds strange to say 2024, time flies, and Kim R. So let me get out of here and go back into chat because it didn't give me all the chats. It does me like that. Roxanne Sexton, Clovis Gardner, welcome back. Clovis Gardner, welcome back. Haven't seen your name in the chat in a while. Lana Dean, Brenda Foley, Remo JS. Good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Thumbs up, show your love and support, and subscribe. You won't be disappointed. So yes, please hit the thumbs up button for me, if you will. It helps keep my videos in rotation on the suggested list for quilting. Would really appreciate that. So thank you, thank you. Lizette Zayas is here. Sue GSD. We have 171 days until we gather to celebrate our mutual love of quilting. Yes, these days are about to be rolling by really fast. I'm in the process of getting ready to go on my Hawaiian cruise next Friday. So now it's like D-Day, and I'm getting all of these notes and letters from teachers and the cruise organizer and the cruise ship of all the things we got to do and don't do. And so just trying to get these last things taken care of. I also got to then start working on personal stuff I need to get done before then as well. So I'm hoping I got to wash a load of clothes. Once I wash a load of clothes tomorrow, I'm hoping that I can pack by Monday, and then all the other stuff I need to get done, including my hair, maybe nails, and all of the other personal type things I got to get done before I leave. So that's what I'm hoping for. So when I come back, I'm going to be head first. That was part of what I've been doing this week, the last few days of this week, is scheduling my mom. Her birthday is March 9th, and I'm scheduling her an 85th birthday party. And I got some people coming from out of town that I wasn't initially expecting. So then it blew up into a whole weekend event, kind of like a family reunion type deal, where I'm having something Friday night and Saturday night now, just to give people a place to meet and eat dinner all together. And so Yeah, my daughter is helping me. My niece is helping me, thank God. So I got them two holding down for it while I'm gone. So I'm hoping that when I come back, we can just jump right on to the next thing and get that done. So that's what's happening in my life. Leah Bryant is here. Claudette Bettis, Cynthia Shade, Gwen Bess. I think I said Lana already. Damali J. Bella Ann. C. Goff. She says, hi from Kentucky. First time catching your live show. Well, welcome, welcome. It kind of threw me off with the C. Goff last name, like Tiffany Goff. So that was pretty funny. So welcome, Bella, to the channel and to the live chat. Appreciate it. The Quilting Lady Fabric Store is here saying good evening to everyone. Patty C. Bespoke is here. Guess who? Nancy. Janice Miller. Bonita Nance. Sue is asking, are you afraid of Jersey withdrawal tea? Just a little bit, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Campbell, Ellen is here. Campbell's Creations. Teresa Forrester. Christine H. And Bella says, thanks. You're welcome. My pleasure. So, along with everything else that I had to do, I had one venue scheduled because I thought it was only going to be an in-town party. So I had scheduled kind of a little smaller event for my mom's space. So one of the things I was doing was I had to cancel that place. I lost money. And even though I lost money, I still tipped the person even more because they were really nice when we booked. And I just hated to not work with them. So just to show my appreciation, I gave them more than what they were asking me for as a refund. And I had to schedule 2 additional places. So with my daughter's help, we got the other place scheduled that I had completely forgot about. And now I wish I had the whole event there, but it's kind of too late for that now. And then I rescheduled the Saturday. So we scheduled the Friday event, which was never going to be an event. And then I scheduled the rescheduled the Saturday event. And of course, the Saturday event costs more because I'm at a bigger location. They include decorations and all this other stuff that it's just easier to let them do because they'll charge you if you don't use their decoration. So it's just easier to go ahead and let them decorate. So that's kind of where I've been. In addition to all of that and all the meetings and phone calls and stuff, I did finish my fanny pack for my trip. It's a little smaller. I don't know if it feels smaller because it's stiff right now. It's made out of cork. And I do have Soft and Stable in here, which also makes stuff a little bit poofier or puffier. And it has the zipper in the back, and it's just a pink pocket here. And I used this multicolored zipper because I put in an all pink zip and it just didn't look right. So I went ahead and used a multicolored zipper, and then I used multicolored pulls. Then it has pockets in here. These are card pockets. I don't know. Maybe I will be using it. We'll see, because I'm not going to be taking many cards. I'm just going to take my ID, my passport, the credit card that I use for the ship, and then money, and then my phone. I won't be taking any keys or any of that kind of stuff. So maybe it will be big enough, because that's all that I really want to put in here. Phone, passport, keys, an ID, and a credit card, and then money. So maybe it will be big enough for all of that. This got really thick, and I got to get some. I got a thread burner. I just haven't gotten a chance to use it. I had put freight check on here, and I'm waiting on it to dry. But I ended up using rivets to hold this together. They do have raw edges here, which I was surprised when I got to that point. But I got Soft and Stable in this handle with 4 layers of fabric, and I just wasn't even going to try to stitch over 8 layers of fabric and 2 layers of soft and stable. So I just left them flat, raw edge, and so I just put some fray check on that. So I am working on that. I got some threads that I don't want to cut. I want to burn them with a thread burner so that they go in, but I don't want to be putting flame to fray block or fray check. So that's what I'm waiting on there. And then I have received a bag about this size from Claudette, and I'm scheduled in like 4 classes, I think, on the cruise. And so I'm going to use both of these, the one Claudette gave me and this one, for my items. And then this is what the back looks like, one of my African prints. I had already had this quilted to do some binders with, so I just used it to make me a project bag. Used part of it because I quilted 2 yards of fabric with just some batting. So yeah, just making something so that I can put all of my stuff for my classes in those. So I did get around to finishing my bum bag, which that pattern is by Sapphirus Lane Designs. For people that are asking, you can make it out of 100% cotton. You can make it out of cork. And I think one is vinyl, if I'm not mistaken, maybe. Yeah, vinyl. So yeah, but it was a chore to turn the cork. I don't know if it's going to be a chore to turn vinyl. It would have been a lot easier to turn cotton fabric through the openings on that. And then the project bag that I made is a by Annie free pattern. You can download. She just has it here for one size. I ended up just switching some of my cutting, and I think at the end I realized I was 3 inches short somewhere, so I just added a piece at the top. So on here there is no piece at the top, but when you buy the actual pattern, she has additional piecing that you do, and then she also give you different sizes. So I just made my own size up. I just took half of a yard of fabric, half of a, you know, like a fat quarter quilt. It was already quilted, so I had to tack my lining piece on the inside to the piece I already had quilted because it was only batting showing. And so I just did some random lines just to get it attached to the back piece, and just start making it from there. So when I got to the end and got ready to put them together, I could have just cut off 3 inches and made it all be even. That's the nice thing about project bags. If it's not even when you start, you can just square everything up. It doesn't matter. But I didn't want to lose those 3 inches, so I ended up going and get another piece of fabric, lined it with some SF 101, and put it at the top. So you can make a project bag any size you want. See, a lot of people are coming in commenting, so let me go back and welcome the next group of people. Let's see. Gotta remember, Judy Hebert came in. Vanessa Brown saying, hope you really enjoy your cruise. And somebody, because I was telling everybody what I was doing on my cruise, most people that go on vacation on a cruise, most times, it's not going for a relaxing cruise. People are going for the excursions or going to the different places that the cruise ships stop at. So they were saying it sounds like you're having a vacation, but you're not. That's going to be one busy vacation. If I'm going to go on vacation and I want to rest and relax, I do what I normally do every January when I take off. I stay at home and do what I want to do, like, you know, organizing some stuff, which I need to do, but I'm not going to be here. So whatever. But I'm going because I'm never going to Hawaii again, probably. I don't see a reason why I would be going back. And so I want to make sure that anything that I want to do, that I get it done while I'm there. So I'm not going on this vacation to rest. I'm going on this vacation to make sure that I see what I want to see and enjoy the islands, get to see some parts of the island and their culture. I want to see some of their culture. And, woo, it's a 17-night cruise. I don't see how I could be on a 17-night cruise and not sew. So I scheduled myself for sewing classes. I did not have to do that. my trip would have been about $500, well, maybe about $1,000 cheaper by the time I got through with everything for the quilting side of it. But it could have been a whole lot cheaper for me to do just going on the ship. But what am I going to do while we're at sea for 4 days and we don't go anywhere? We don't have an island to get to until 4 days. So I rather sew for 4 days than to sit around trying to figure out what I'm going to do for 4 days. And then we got 5 days coming back that we got to figure out what to do with ourselves. So I'm happy that they've got quilt classes on this cruise. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking to go on a cruise and sit down and do absolutely nothing. I can do that after the classes, after I've done whatever ship entertainment I want to do. I can do that later. I don't go on vacation to absolutely sleep either. I'm not one of those people. So I'm going to be up for some hours before it knocks me out. It's going to take me maybe about a week before I feel like I need to like sleep it off. I'm not one of them people that sleep during an adventure. So I'm planning on enjoying it. Remo is reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Thanks, Nikki, saying that I guess the bum bag is cute. Pretty bag from C-Rex. Monique Garner is here. Hello, welcome to the chat. Janet McCarroll. Have a wonderful time on your cruise. We will miss you. Be safe and get some rest also. I don't know. I'll rest on the days coming back or something. I don't know. Elaine Doucette's here. I went on vacation for New Year's and got a cold. That's a cute pink bag. Thank you. I got all my sinus meds and stuff like that lined up. I don't have like cough drops. Maybe I should just put a few cough drops in my bag just in case I need them. Hey, Katie Greenland Quilter. Hi, Vivian Calvey. Angela Stringer, welcome back. Cheryl Randall. Paula S. And I forgot to cut my fan on. Y'all know that's not going to go too long. Ooh. And Sue talking about she's just so happy for you. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm finally knocking it off of my bucket list. I just got lots of things to do. Oh, and then I even went to, I was looking to purchase hair because I want to get my hair braided. And I was in a store and I was talking with the lady and she was saying that I can actually use her space if I want to. I want to start up a different type of quilt group here in St. Louis area. I want to start up a group for African American quilters. And so I was talking to her about that, and I showed her my wallet that I made. She was trying to get me to do commission with her to sell my wallets, you know, these wallets here that I'm just making. She saw me when I went to pay for my wallet and I had the one that had the African prints on it. And so she was asking me about commissions on this type of stuff. So, but I'm not interested in that. Yeah, I'm not interested in somebody else selling my stuff. So yeah, but I might have some place for us to meet for an African American quilt guild, African American Quilters Guild. And I don't know what I would call it. I would let the group decide what we're gonna call it. But I thought that was pretty cool that I just accidentally fell into that. It was amazing, and she was great to talk to. Thanks, Clovis, saying enjoy your cruise. Thank you, Norma, says she's paid her rent. She hit the thumbs up. Dolores Phelps is here. Helena Marie Carter is here. And Judy. I hope you have a wonderful cruise. I hope your cruise is wonderful. That's from Judy. So yeah. I'm getting excited about it, but it's a lot of last minute stuff just because they waited to send so many documents at the last minute and try to, like, this girl was reading. Norma, we met today with I met with the two other ladies I'm going on the cruise with. And one lady pulled up a document that none of us had seen. Either one of the other two of us had seen. It was, I'm like, where'd that come from? It's so much stuff, it's ridiculous. absolutely ridiculous. So I had put this up here so I could remember to tell you what the patterns were. I am still working on this big batch of half square triangles, and I think those were extra. I'm gonna have to take apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I had 600 of these things to make. I've got a bag of them over there, but I'm trying to see if I can get through some more of these because I have not worked on any of this project in a long time, like since early December. And I don't even have thread. Okay, we're on a roll. I was using blue thread in the project bag because of the blue on the back. So I had to change my threads over. I did put some oil on here. I cleaned it while I've been working on the projects, but I didn't just recently clean it. So we'll see how this works. All right. Get myself situated in this seat here. And so I'm working on a past Bonnie Hunter mystery, which is now a pattern in her book, but I had downloaded the instructions. So that's what I'm currently working on. So let me know in the comments what you are working on. And also let me know, it just went down in the bottom. Oh, that's because I forgot I had to use zigzag foot earlier. So I don't have the right plate on here. I'm like, that's never happened before. All right. See if I can put this through the hole here so I can hold both threads when I first start. Through that needle hole plate. All right. No, I want 2.0. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's try this again. Ellen saying, check out karaoke. I enjoyed that. I will be doing some of the ship's activities. I'm just, like, they have sewing, like, classes are all day. Then you go to dinner, and then they have the room open for, like, another couple hours or so in the evening. I don't plan on going into the room in the evening to sew. I plan on then doing some of the ship activities in the evening. So that's kind of what I plan to do on this trip. It's a lot to do now at the last minute. So I go to the store, like trying to buy my sinus meds. They want you to have 30 extra days of meds. Well, that'll never happen because I'm not going to the store every day to go buy sinus meds because they only let you buy so many of them at a time. And you have to show your ID for the ones I use. So you don't have to have a doctor statement, but you have to have an ID. So I'll have enough for the trip in a few more days. I've gone to the store, sent my husband to the store, and the boxes normally come in 10 or 15. Nobody has the 15 box. It's like, this is crazy. Totally crazy. So I bought 3 boxes of 10, so that's all I'm gonna have. And they want you to bring it in the original packaging and stuff like that too. So yeah. Uh-oh, my thread broke. I feel like, I don't know what's going on with my knee thing. I feel like I'm bumping into it. I want to break the bobbin thread, maybe. Okay. I saw it break. I knew it was gonna happen. I don't know if my fan is on high or medium. I feel like it's on high. I'm not trying to do that. It finally got cold here in St. Louis. Cut it down one more time, then watch I get hot. All right, I want to cut these long tails. All right, let's see. Let me go back and catch these comments here. Paula saying, have safe and enjoyable cruise. Can't wait to hear about it when you return. Yes. Ann says, Ann Philbeck says, hello from Virginia. Just long-armed t-shirt quilt, binding it now. So awesome, awesome. Katie says, I finished my PMQ Bomb Pop Clue 6 large. I also finished the quilt top with no name. My live that I was creating with those watching. Next week we start the sandwich basting. Lizette says, safe travels. Can't wait to hear more about the classes you signed up for. Yep. And I purposely haven't told you all what classes I'm taking. It's not like it's a big secret or anything, but it's like, you'll just see what I have when I get back. Seems like every time I mention something on my channel, I start seeing it a gazillion times other places, so. Norma is working on her first dressed in plate quilt. Awesome, awesome. And Christine says, show Miss T some love and hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Christine. Helena says she's working on double lighthearted by Quilts by Carmel. I saw her video. And then Nikki says, I'm working on trip around the scrap basket, but I keep changing my mind on fabrics. It's one of those things you just want, like, you just want to lay fabrics out and see if it's the color you want. Like, is it pastels? Is it jewel tones? Is it red? Is it blue? Whatever. And then you have to kind of let it go from there because it's going to make its own self pretty the more scrappier you make it. Yeah, you can be stuck on fabrics with that because they all look different based on their fabric choices, which is really cool with a scrap quilt. Oh, no, these are those. Okay. I was thinking these belong to another grouping, but they belong to the one I'm currently sewing because my thread broke. Do you bring your sewing machines on your cruise? No, they do not. They will not even let you on. They will confiscate your machines. They will confiscate, I think it's basically machines because she's now telling us to bring rotary cutter. Initially, they were saying not to. We're going to bring rotary cutter, bring a small mat, and you can't bring irons. That's the other thing that will be confiscated because they want to control how many irons are running on the ship. So that's cool. So yeah. And that's the other thing I decided today because I was chatting with the girl and she was saying that, you know, the project that we signed up for, she said she just don't see how we're going to get it done. So on, even we got 3 days of classes to do it because it's some handwork involved. And she was saying she's been working on what she's been working on for a couple weeks, and she's not even completely done with it, and she's prolific, so it'll be interesting. I do want to go ahead and try to cut out what I can cut out, so I'm not doing a whole lot of cutting there. um so yeah. um but you don't bring your machines. They've got some company that will sponsor your cruise, and then what they do is they make you sit into a make and take of some kind to, quote, learn how to use the machine. And so that way they've got your undivided attention to do the sales pitch for a couple of hours, you know. That's how it works. If you don't do that, you don't sew on the machines. It's like, I think quilters that's been quilting for 20 years can figure out basic sewing machine. Just what's the 1/4 inch foot, and I can figure it out from there. I don't need a 2-hour class on an orientation for a machine. So this is going to be interesting. It's our second day on the ship that happens. So it's going to be interesting. Rima says she just finished her MMQ Quilt Along 23, the Viking. MMQ starts Greece 2024 on Wednesday. Lizette says, I'm working on the current Bonnie Hunter mystery, Indigo Way. That's the one thing I need to go and download the stuff for before I leave. It might be just about leaving when I get back. And I'm going to have so much to do when I get back home. And Paula's working on repacking fabric and batting in see-through containers. Okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, I do have some containers where it's not see-through, but I try to get most of my containers now see-through containers, so you can at least glance at it. I do write on my containers what's in them, so that does help, but it's nice when you can see through them, especially if you got more than one type of fabric in a container, like my African prints. Just sometimes give me a little quick peek at what's in there. It's snowing right now in mid-mo. I don't know if it's snowing now, but it snowed yesterday and last night. Clovis is working on a disappearing 9-patch quilt using African print fabric, so that's cool. Claudette says, have a Santa Claus panel on the long arm, so that's cool. I see you, Remo, talking about, you know you right. I finished my first class on ruler quilting. That's Ellen. Joanne Lucas says, good evening, Miss T. Safe travels and have fun working on Africa block quilt in the brightly pattern. So that's cool. It will be like a super haul. What's a super haul? I'm auditioning my round robin center. That's Bonita. Girl, I don't even know what I'm doing for a round robin center. It's just gonna be something simple at this point, because yeah, this girl hasn't done what she's supposed to do. Well, I've been busy doing other stuff though. Like December, I was trying to get the stuff done that I needed for my for customers, and then January, now I'm working on stuff that I needed for my trip. It's like one more thing I wanted to finish for my trip, but it's like maybe I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it alone and just let it go and deal with the other stuff. But yeah, I guess I should have cut my iron on. I did not. I've been dealing with these half square triangles. Doing it on the desk is so much better than doing it on a soft surface. Using my wood press. I'm working on my first Borgello pattern. Hold on, let me go back because I missed something. Okay. And working, that's Geraldine Gatton, who's working on her first Borgello pattern. I actually like Borgellos. It's amazing what some strips can do. And sometimes it can be just simple strips. And then you can make more complicated things. But I thought I had 4. Oh, it's up here. I'm losing half square triangles. Haven't even moved. All right. Are you going to have instructions for the round robin? Yeah. I do need to send them out. That's one of the things I didn't get done this week because I was busy scheduling my mom's birthday party at different places and running around paying money so they wouldn't get rid of the date because nobody will hold a date on the phone if you don't pay. And you have to go in to some of these establishments because they want you to sign all the disclaimer stuff and the you're responsible if this happens type stuff. So yeah, so it's a lot. I said I'm just a glutton for punishment. But my mom will only turn 85 once, and my mom hasn't had a birthday party like a big one since she was like 50. And I have pictures in the family book of that, so I'm going to get those pictures from that event, and my friend's gonna make a slideshow of that, I think. Okay, like, why are you... Oh, it's behind there. All right. Oh, it's on the tray, isn't it? See, I put it somewhere I don't normally put it. And then looking for it. 1. Okay, I just want to take off enough to do 4 pairs right now. But yeah, there will be some instructions. I'll just go pull some that I already got done, and maybe I will get those sent out. I'm hoping now I can even find the list. I had them, you know, I got to find the thing, okay? Because that's been a long time ago. Holly Duvall's here. Says she bought herself EQ8 with block base. Spent the entire day playing with that. That is cool. It's always nice to have like a general idea. I don't like, when I do my t-shirt quilts, I don't like put the actual t-shirt logos in there, but I do like playing out where each shirt's gonna go ahead of time. So I do like Electric Quilt for that. So sometimes I'll just use whatever blocks they got in there for my shirts. And if I wanted to see something more than just a square, but most times I just use plain blocks. But at least you get to see what your stuff is going to look like, the layout. Know everything's going to line up. So congratulations on your EQ. I'm actually affiliated with them, but you can get it cheaper so many other ways that I don't even mention it. I don't know why I've been sewing those things together like that, because that is so wrong. Those 2 I got on here. I think they're not going to be facing the right direction. We'll look and see. I think I did it the opposite, but let's see if it's upside down, if it's still the same thing. Okay. I need to know. Nope, it's backwards. So One is backwards, the other one is too. Backwards. Wouldn't be luck and have it turn out the way I want it, right? I think I'm getting tired now, but with all the details of the cruise, and it's like I was in my car and I went to the post office, got to the post office, I had forgot my phone. So I came back home, got my phone, futzed around for a minute, got a drink, and then I got back in the car and I looked at my car thing and it said not connected. So I'm thinking I left my phone again. So what did I do? I said, I told my car to call my friend. So the phone rings and I'm still not tripping off of it, right? I called my friend and tell her I'm gonna be a couple minutes late because I'm turning around now so I can go back home because I forgot my phone and I need my phone because on the cruise they have an app that you need. And I'm like, I gotta go back home so I can get my phone because I left my phone. She said, okay. She said, but what are you calling me on now? I go, oh, my phone. The phone had fallen out of my pocket and it was down. My SUV is made. They got so much room in between the seats now that stuff fall out of your pocket. It's in the back, on the back floor of your car. So I said, well, let me stop right now because I didn't want to do it in her driveway because I knew the other girl was going to be parked there because I didn't know where it was. So I had to stop the car on the parking lot so I can look for my phone. That was in the car because I called her, okay? It was one of those type of days. They used to measure the size of your scissors. Couldn't be over a certain size. I know they still do that. They don't measure. They can see them in the bag and they know what they looking for. But yeah, I do know about the scissors. And the crews don't want us to bring scissors over 4 inches either. So we can't even bring long scissors. So I got a pair of snips and a pair of just thread cutting scissors. They won't be able to cut nothing. I can cut more with my snips than I can any of my. I do have some like Karen K. Buckley probably. And I might have a pair of Gingers too that's small. But we'll see. I'm just taking 2 pair. They want one class wants you to have paper scissors and another class wants you to have a different type of scissors. So yeah. Yep, I had turned them. So it was like a quarter of a turn. So they were going the opposite direction. How many is that? 3 now. This is 4. I'm trying to get my 4 sets started. And now I can press the rest of these. Once I get those started, I know what orientation they go. All right. Long threads again. I'm scratching my head trying to figure out how and why did I buy so much Christmas crafting stuff. That's from Eric Oda, taking a break from decluttering. When you go get packed and show us what you did or bought, oh, like a super haul. When you get back and show, I'm probably gonna show you the class projects and stuff right here sitting in this chair. Even though I'm going to a couple of the Hawaiian fabric stores, I don't plan on buying a whole lot of fabric, in all honesty, because I'm not interested in paying an upcharge on fabric. I pay enough for it in the USA. I have some fabric that came from Hawaii. I had a friend that went to Hawaii and she sent me some fabric. I haven't done anything with it. So I do have some pieces of African fabric. It's got to be something really, really pretty for me to, that I really, really want for me to buy anything. So I'm hoping that I don't spend a lot of money. I plan to buy, like, going to the different excursions. I'm planning on purchasing at least a magnet from each one. That's what I'm hoping to do. Patty says, starting to gather the fabrics for the Dresden Village quilt. Can't wait to get started. Yeah, I pushed everything back to February. I'm just going to be starting with y'all. Even right down to picking fabrics, because I haven't picked fabrics. I purchased a few fabrics for the Fabulous. It's going to start in March. It was never slated to start early, so it will start in March. So I have a little time to pick fabric for that. But Dresden Village, I'm just going to jump in, just use some scraps. I got to just figure out some background fabrics. So that's what I'm going to be working with. On the trip around the scrub basket, I started with floor, then pastels. Then I found some metallics, so now I'm finding caves. I will try to get it done while you're at sea, girl. She gonna have 5 quilts. I'm working on a Bonnie Hunter old what are you, mystery quilt, I guess. What's the name of this one? Row Cotton Bowl. It was years ago. Never got it made. I waited until it was at the end. And then I decided, oh Lord, she needs 600 half square triangles. Who got time for that? So that's what I'm working on now. I should be doing another step, but I had to cut these out before I could do the next step anyway, in my opinion. So I wanted to cut all my pieces out that I need a particular size before I went to the next step. So I'm doing this one out of order, but it is what it is. Hey Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Live. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Shaquita Pearson. Norma says we all have days like that. You're not alone. Yeah, because I was being goofy today. I was, it was one of those days where I was trying to go to sleep early, and I wouldn't fall asleep. So I got up and made the project bag at 1 o'clock in the morning, and went to bed about 5 maybe. By the time I got through messing around, because I didn't do that right away. I just trying to figure out what am I gonna do. So yeah, just was up. I watched on Netflix fool me once. It's just a 8-series episode, and I think it's the end of it. I don't think it's going to be like a continuing series. I don't know. I don't work for Netflix. So, but it was really good. And some of them were like only 40-minute episodes. So yeah, you got to get through them pretty good. So I actually like that. See, San Forest is here. Welcome back. Vivian Calvi is saying good night. Sandy Agger is here. Been under the weather. Glad you're feeling better to be here. And Sin says we have 16 people who need to hit the thumbs up button. So if you haven't already, please go hit the thumbs up button for me, please. Dizzy is here saying hi. Michelle the Quilter. Snowy in New York. And Jacqueline Mason saying good evening, T. And Quilters finding fabric for a scrappy quilt. So awesome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you commenting, Jacqueline. I gotta get this. Oh, why am I pressing these open? Am I pressing these? No, this is the first one. I guess I am pressing these open. They little bitty tiny things. I tend to press the half square triangles open. I need my, oh, it's right there. Thank God. Ugh. I've been pressing everything open. I was pressing the half square triangle seams. That's what I needed a long time ago. Needed my strip stick. So I can just press the seam. Makes it a whole lot quicker. I didn't think I had it in its place. I'm glad I did. Maybe I might take this one with me because it's a little bitty one. Put these over here. And I'm going to go ahead and sew these together instead of stacking them. Have less pieces to keep up with. Ellen says she gave her thumbs up. Thank you, Bam. Thank you. Alright, so now that I know I got these all, double checking, going the same direction. I normally have it hanging on my clip, but I'm trying not to put it in your blocking your view. Even though I don't have anything over there. Did my thread break again? Okay. It sounded like it broke again, but it didn't. And make sure I sew these all together right. Yep. So I got to pick fabric for all these projects and start cutting anything that I can cut with my die cutter, because I'm like, there is no need for me to go on a cruise ship and cut flying geese and half square triangles from scratch like that. So now I can take these two, sew these together, and then they all go together. 3 and 2. So did anybody make any New Year's resolutions? I did not. I'm barely able to think about the things I gotta do Talking about some resolutions. Tiffany, her resolution is to keep up with her working out, quilt wise, to finish all the tops in my closet this year. Oh my goodness. My goal is I want to finish some unfinished projects, but I keep making new projects. So I don't know how well that's going to work. Ellen say, not me. I only made huge plans. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts is here saying hello to everyone. Hello, hello, welcome. I would never say get rid of all. Well, she said quilt top, so that's a big difference. But I got some quilt tops that are stuck because I don't know what border I want to put on them, but I know they need a border, like my what was that quilt we did? Cleopatra's fan that we did as a sew along in 2020. The top is pieced, the blocks are all together. It's just that I don't know what I want to do with the borders. So it's just sitting in La La Land. And I haven't looked at it, so I haven't gotten any inspiration. So it's like put up. But that's one of my favorites that I need to finish. I got quite a few favorites I need to finish. I got a few African quilt tops I need to quilt. I don't tend to quilt for myself that often. I'm quilting everybody else's stuff. Uh-oh. I'm having a hard time getting in the seam on that one. Alright. So now I got 2s and 3s. And we can put these together. And this is the first time that I put these pieces together, because before they just been individual half square triangles. So we eventually got to sew them together. May as well do some now. Oops. I'm going to be making half square triangles forever. I do have to say they go a lot faster if I just do like 100 of them at a time instead of trying to do 20 and sew them all into pieces like what I'm doing now. It is what it is. Thank you, Norma. Says she's got to go. Prayers for safe travels. Thank you. Damali says, my goal is to return to work on the 4-star general again. OMG. That 4-star general the blocks were not a problem for me. It was it was those borders. I hated piecing the border units for some reason. I don't, it had 33 people, 33 pieces and a half block. That's part of the reason. But I hated doing those. I love doing the blocks. And I guess because the border blocks were all the same the entire time too. So I was doing the same block, just different fabrics. Whereas on the blocks themselves, they were different each month. So I'm glad that I had those scheduled where we did so many a month. Because if I had gotten to the end and had to make all those things at the end, I would have been just plumb crazy. Uh-oh. I thought my phone was going dead. It was just screensaver. Eric talking about OMG, I remember that Cleopatra's fan, so many pieces. To me, it wasn't a whole lot of pieces for the design. It was just that they were curved. It was every just about every seam was a curve. So that was the issue for me. So it was slow sewing the entire time. But I actually enjoyed working on that, and that was because I did mine so different than everyone else's. Had all those vibrant colors. Frederica 27 is here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Guess who has insomnia? Aww. I haven't been even quilted. My 4-star general is hanging in the closet. Oh my goodness. I don't have mine quilted either, but I've quilted somebody else's. Every quilt that I've done as a group sew along, because I do the Teaquilt scrap quilting club. See, that's the other thing. And we got new projects. I don't even quilt my own. I'd be so tired of looking at them by the time I done coordinated them and all of that. And then I quilt somebody else's because she gets her stuff done and get it to me within a month of it being needed to be completed. So when I get through with hers, I feel like I did mine already. I got some of her other stuff. I just gave her back last year's project that took us, we had a certain amount to do every quarter on the year-long project, and then we had 4 other projects. And I've quilted all of them except for 2, well, 1 or 2. I can't remember now because I've given her some back. And then she's giving me those projects plus other projects. So, I got some other quilters, tops. I just been trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'll start quilting back for people in February. So I got a lot to do. I can only be in one spot at a time though. And when I get off of here, we just going right back to getting ready to get out of here because I got so many things. I do have a list so I don't forget anything, but I got so many things to do before I can just walk out the door. I even got to buy Kitty some food. I gotta go. Kitty's down to his last food, so if I go buy new food, it'll last till I get back. So yeah. So I got to do that. I'll do that tomorrow and get that off my list while I'm washing a load of clothes. And Betsy says, I agree, T, on the 4-star general. Yeah, them borders is something else. T, what excursions are you doing while docked? I can't remember them all. I do know that I'm going to Pearl Harbor. I'm going to one of the coffee places. I can't remember them all. That would be like team too much. I'm trying to get there. I'll read on the ship what I'm going to. I read them when I booked them, But I can't remember. I'm going to some volcano on one of the excursions. And I can't remember all the others. I'm sorry. I can't remember the names because that's just what it is. I've never been to Hawaii. Haven't done a whole lot of readings about Hawaii. I do know, some basic stuff, but not a whole lot. So it's going to be a new experience. And I wanted to get off and go in to the island on. That's why I did the excursions, because they'll provide the transportation, get you in and out and all of that kind of stuff. So going to a couple of quilt shops. So, and that's because of the quilting cruise portion. But again, I don't plan on buying a whole lot of fabric. So this fabric is it's one of those, ooh, excuse me, I'm burping off my drink. It's one of those fabrics that you don't know which side is the right side until you get it under the light, like right up under the needle light, because even back you can't tell. Need 2 more of these. It's 9:08 already. Ooh wee. All right. Looking to see if my iron is still in the game. It's cooperating. Okay. Um, good night, Sue. I'm gonna try to start. I think I have like all of my pants. I hope. Well, I don't think I have all of anything. So that's why I can't pack, because I'm like missing one of these or one of that, and I don't want to pack it until I know I got all of it. So I just got stuff thrown across the top of the suitcase right now. And I'm waiting, which I haven't even gotten a delivery date. I ordered something from Macy's when I was in their store and haven't heard about it being mailed at all. And I'm doing good today right now because I said Macy's. When I'm talking to my daughter, I keep calling it Famous and Bar. Famous Bar. And my mom calls it Famous and Bar. And that's why I'm saying Famous and Bar. It's like I'm doing good today to call it Macy's. All right, so I'm just making this. See. I need only 120 of these, okay? So that 120 times 5, yeah, that's 600. That's ridiculous. That's what I'm making. Tiffany saying, shoot, I still have the last block swap you did hanging in the closet. I did do both of those quilts, the block swaps. I did both of those. I had them hanging at the retreat in 2022. I'll bring them back so new people can see them. I'm getting ready for retreat 2024. I haven't even called the man about 2025. I haven't heard a word from him. Every time I talk to him, it's something else and then no follow through. So I don't know what's going on with that. So, Francis Jackson is here. Are you excited about going to Hawaii? Yes, just tired. Enjoy yourself. Yes, I'm looking. Once I get out of here, I'm going to be fine. My flight leaves at 6 a.m. I'm hoping that by the time we all get on this flight, everybody on this flight decide to go to sleep. That's what I hope. Because I'm going to be needing that sleep. It's a 5.5-hour flight. Yeah. This is my longest flight I've ever been on. I don't normally be trying to use the restroom on planes and all of that type of stuff. Because normally I do like 2 hours. I've flown to Mexico, but it still wasn't super long. Maybe 3 hours. This one's 5.5 hours. So I'm going to have to go to the restroom on this one, I guess. Good night, Judy. Good night, Ellen. Monty Pep is here, saying it is snowing. She's also reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up button, so please hit the thumbs up button for me. M.A. Couture Crafting is here. Sheila Willis is here. I think I got everybody else. If I missed your comment, you can post it down there again. Maybe I'll see it while I'm pressing. So not many people did New Year's resolutions, so that's interesting because I haven't done them in years. I find it's just a waste of my time. I haven't accomplished any of them. I just do what I'm going to do, and whatever I end up in the year, that's good enough for me. I'm looking forward to Hawaii, and then I'm looking forward to working on the retreat after that. So, uh-oh. One is backwards. I'm going to act like I don't see it. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Oh, my goodness. I see it, but I don't see it, okay? Okay, 2 of them backwards. O-M to the G. Kim says, I agree. No resolutions for me. Let's face it. I'm not going to I'm not going to work out. I am going to sit on my butt and sew for exercise. That is funny. Right, I agree. Mm-mm. I do want to start walking more though. That I do want to do. And I have, and it doesn't have to be outside because I used to walk outside, but now I'm so scared because it's I'm afraid of dogs, and it's so many dogs, and we only have our residency code is for like 4-foot fence, and these dogs can get over these fence. And so I don't walk anymore in my neighborhood, and I would have to drive like 10 minutes to a place where I could walk, and then it's like I have to make sure I'm safe there. It's like every time you make something inconvenient for people, that's when it's, we don't do it. So, yeah. Put both of these up here. Just heating up my iron a little bit. So, yeah. I want to just start walking. I have walk DVDs and stuff like that, so I can do that in the house. So I think I'm going to start with that. But I purposely did not start, like the first of the year. I'm just going to start whenever I want to in the year. So, 2, 1. Okay, here's one of mine that's on the wrong side, but we don't see it. And I gotta cut these 2 off. Tiffany says I had to start walking more to prep my legs to handle QuiltCon and the other show I will be going to while I'm on the East Coast. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't tend to have too many problems when I'm walking around the quilt show. I tend to get it all done. So I'm gonna get a lot of walking in starting next Friday. it's gonna it's gonna be a lot. Big old ships. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is the other one that's on the wrong side. We'll put it right here in the middle, so it's not on the end like the other one. And then I've got the other ones too. Well, I better leave those up there. I just have to push them since they're laying on the bed of my machine. Yep. I'm just glad all of these pieces are cut. I got to pull fabrics. I'm trying to see if there's a fat quarter bundle I can use somewhere. Maybe I'll do that. Make it easy on myself. At the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival, like at the Virginia Beach area. So I guess somebody's asking her where it's at. So at least I'll have only done 20 half square triangles, but at least I got them all sewed together doing this live. Yeah, no, 40. Done 40 half square triangles. Half square triangles. Because I've done another set. So one more seam here, and then we got to put these together. All right, leave that one. All right, T, what are you making? I'm working on Row Cotton Bowl by Bonnie Hunter. Making a gazillion half square triangles that I will be working on forever and a day. And I have not, to be honest, I haven't worked on it probably in 2 months now. It might have been like in November the last time I sewed on these. So, yeah. Because I don't think I got a chance to work on December at all. Or if I did, it might have been just the first week. But I think every other time I came in here, I was sewing on something else. And I don't sew on, I haven't had time to sew anything other than when I'm in here or the projects I got to get done. Like I was working on those t-shirt quilts. So that's why I haven't been working on it. Christine says, no resolutions for me. I stopped making those decades ago. Right. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I just try to live life better than I did the year before. That's all. Cynthia Maria Field is here saying, good evening, everyone. Did you pick a quilt that is... Did you pack a quilt that is being shipped? Oh, how do you pack a quilt? It just depends on how much you want to go through. But basically, I make sure that I put it in a plastic bag. That's all that really matters inside the box. And then you just get a box that fit. So I make sure I put it in plastic because sometimes if it's raining, they'll just drop your package off. It's sitting on the porch. Sometimes, depending on the conditions, it can get wet. And so you don't want the quilt wet. That's the only thing that I do with that's the only thing that I do is make sure that it's in plastic. If it's a customer purchase quilt, I will put it into bag. I have bags that I purchased that you put comforters in. So I put it in one of those to present. But if it's just me returning someone's quilt that I quilted, or, you know, it just depends on how much you want to put into it. If it's a gift, how much you want to put into that gift. But I just use trash bags to ship back because they're big bags. I don't have to go buy anything else. I already got them. And all I'm trying to do is protect the quilt. Inside of it, I just wrap the quilt up and tie it so that it doesn't, so that it's compressed, and then that's it. I don't do a whole lot with it. And then my only advice would be to ship it UPS instead of United States Postal Service, because you do want your package to get there. And I find sometimes the United States Postal Service costs more than UPS, so it's not about a cost either. Sometimes they're higher than UPS, especially the heavier your box get. All right, those are done. Let's see. Michelle says put an extra label inside. Yeah, I do. I put an extra, yeah, put the extra address. So that's a good tip. I do that too. I either write it on my, like I'll use a white trash bag and then I'll write it on the bag. If I'm doing a customer's quote, sometimes I'll just put the packing, the invoice or something in there. And then it's got their information on it. So it just depends. But I make sure that address gets on the inside as well. But do not ship it United States Postal Service. I've had famous instructors shipping their lectures for, you know, across the country instead of them bringing them because they're flying. And so they would ship them. And somebody's whole lesson, whole lecture quilts were gone. And that's happened more than once. Like more than one box of quilts. Nothing shows up. So, because I had somebody wanting to hire me to an area. I don't drive more than like 5 hours. Something I can do easily in a day. I could do 8 in a day, but that's going to be a long day. So I try to do 5 hours. Because I've done 8 and 10 hours and I don't want to do it anymore. But otherwise they be wanting you to ship your stuff so they can fly you. They'll pay for your flight and all of that type of stuff, and then they'll pay for shipping your products. But it's like, no. Not with people whole lectures being stolen. All right, second set done right here. That's all I'm making, sets of these. Got 4 of those in each set. I've done 2. Ugh. I'll start on number 3. Won't get it done probably, but you know, we'll see. And I got a lot of half square triangles sewed, but I don't have them sewed into a rows like that. Where is that at? Like I got this whole bag of sets, but they're not sewn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 12 sets. They look like they're going under each other in the bag. So maybe I got 12 sets in here. That all the half square triangles were done. And I just don't have them sewed together. And I thought this time, instead of just sewing them, that I would put them together. I could have sold more half square triangles had I just done half square triangles, because I think I've sewn them before and I did like 120 each time. Whereas now I've only done 40 so far. But it is what it is. It'll get done eventually, right? I'm just trying to do piece reduction because I'm tired of keeping up with all of these pieces. Trying to put these on the some of these on the right side so I don't you know, sew the wrong side like I just did twice in the last set. But you couldn't tell. On these you can tell. The last set, not so much. You have to look for it. And she says we tape over the label with clear packing tape too. We tape over all the corners and box openings too. That's why I put it in a plastic bag so I don't have to do all the corner taping. But UPS does require, or they won't not take your package, but they would like for your label to be taped over if you don't put it into a plastic shipping bag. Some people, you see those packaging things, that's what they really want your shipping label in at UPS. But I just use more tape and cover the entire label in tape so I don't have to buy the bags. Because I don't ship to UPS that often, and the post office don't want it taped. At least mine told me they don't want it. But yeah, every once in a while I give it to them anyway. Hey Donna. Talking about late to the party. Handmade with Yin by Donna. With Donna. Yeah, these half square triangles are gonna kill me. I don't even know how many sets I got. Like 1, 2, 3. So I got 6, 7 more sets of 20 to do after the one I'm working on. So make that 8 because it's not done. It's getting there though. These are so tiny. I want to make sure that I send them through there straight. So these are like harder to do than say if they were 3-inch finish, 4-inch finish, because they're so tiny. I want to make sure they're straight going in. Soon as I start sewing, they're off of all of my markings on my machine, except for up at the needle area. But what I line up to, it's almost off soon as I start sewing. And if I would not have put this piece on here, I wouldn't even have had anything to line up with in the first place. Mona did what is here? Hey, Mona. Hey, y'all. These little bitty half square triangles. I did all the big half square triangles. They were pretty easy. I didn't need that many of those. I think it was only like 120. And I'm saying only because now I got 600. So yes, only 120. I want to flip these to the right side again. Wait a minute. This one was folded. It went through the cutter folded. Okay. All right, here we go. These last ones done here. Good night, Francis. Yep. I ate about 5 o'clock, but that was the first time I ate all day. And I feel like I'm starving right now. Maybe I'll make some soup. I got some soup in the freezer. That'll be real easy to do. And whatever soup I get, I can put some broccoli in it. That'll be good. All right. So we just did another set. I'm going to close this bag up. And pull this over. Feel like I'm starving. See if I can get this last set put together. All right, put these in the pocket. Put them where they belong for once. They don't even want to go in the pocket. All right. Pressing seams open take a long time. And I can't remember if I pressed these seams open. Let's see. Yep, I did. I think I was just sewing because I know I didn't press the seams open on the live. Couldn't have. Maybe I did. But I don't know. Might have been in the next live or something. Don't normally press massive stuff during the live that I don't need right now. So yeah. Woo, you all pretty quiet tonight. All the Christmas and New Year stuff wore you all out? I didn't do anything New Year's Day. I was online ordering all the last minute stuff I needed. And even today, I had ordered a pattern and thought I ordered the kit. So I thought the pattern came with the kit. No, I get to my friend's house and find out that they got a pattern that I don't have the pattern. I got the extra kit and they don't have the extra kit. So I went and ordered the pattern so I could have the pattern for class. And one pattern I had ordered from somewhere else and had it was shipped, so it came. And then the pattern I ordered today was downloadable, thank God. I'm ironing scraps and organizing by size. I'm watching and helping hubby sew bag. Now that's cool. I think I need to reheat this. Still got a little bit in there, but it won't make the whole stack. I just need to sew what I got for right now. Okay, I just had them turned the other way. Okay. I'm like, did I sew these all backwards? All right, let me sew these while the iron heat back up. The spot is hot. And I still need to cut those two off the other end. So maybe I will get one more set done. We got 15 minutes. Put these over here to be cut. One. And I don't know why my needle down button won't stay down. Every time I stop, it's back in the up position. All right, I hit it on the screen at some point, okay? It's like, you're supposed to be down. So what I got in the twos and the pairs. And then we'll iron the rest. All right. Anybody want to sew 600 half square triangles? Anybody want to sew like 40 for me? Oh my goodness. Jennifer of Not Now Designs is here saying, I forgot to say hi when I jumped on working on a charity quilt. Mindless potato chip blocks so I can listen and laugh. Love you, T. Thank you, Jennifer. I miss you. I keep going to places. Every place doesn't have the third weekend in June open. Making me mad. Why is this like leaning down? Wasn't doing it before. Now my iron want to slide. Put you up higher. It's still sliding. I got a ghost in here. It did not do that the last set I put over there. Good night, Kim. She says she has to go pick up the preteens. Girl, don't let me be already 10 years into Jersey's life. This first year went awfully fast. Goodness. I have never understood why some companies do not include the pattern with the kit. Puzzled. The only reason I could think is that maybe if, like when you buy a kit, maybe you just want the extra stuff, like you want to make it again, but it's not many of us that make a quilt again. So I don't understand it. They need to give both options or something, or make it really clear what you're getting. Well, when I thought kit, I didn't read it because I had already read another one of her classes that I was in. And it looked like I had everything in the kit. It's a clutch purse. It's a clutch wallet. And it has all the metal hardware, had the patterns and everything that I needed, the interfacings, all of that stuff was included. So I'm going to the next one. I assume everything is still the same. So that was the issue. So, and I don't need any of the classes. It's just that I signed up because they're just easy, basic classes that I signed up for, except for one, which I don't think I'm going to be accomplishing. I think it's going to be passed along to a friend. Um, but I thought I would try it and see. Oh, crap. Okay, I just sewed two together that I need to unsew. I need 4 left, okay? And I only got 2. But it was just very confusing. I ended up getting like 3 of one person's class and I think 2 of another. I can't remember now. It's been a little while. I think I am in the free sew room some days too, but one iron 40s. Two. Oops. It's falling back over here. Like, just stop it. Talking to an iron now. Just stop. Michelle says, I sorted 2 boxes of fabric and numerous totes in my den sewing room area today, starting a mystery quilt with statewide quilting guild. Feels good to use my stash. Right, and that's what I'm going to be doing is everything that I'm working on is going to be stash, from stash. I'm going to go get some fat quarter bundles I got in here because it's not like I had to make these. I was just making sure I had something to do. I think I got 4. Yeah, I got 4 pressed. Let's just take the seams out of any one. It doesn't matter which one. I need to change this blade. All right. I need 4 singles. And we're going to put these on before I sew them back to something else wrong. All right. It looks like we're going to have plenty of time left. But I'm not starting another one. And we are not doing that. Got 3 sets done and sewed into rows, so that's pretty cool. What is Katie saying? Did I miss something that Katie said? Oh, she's talking to Tiff. Okay. Let's send our Queen of Scraps educator, show supporter some love. Travel mercies from Miss T. Can't wait until you come back. Enjoy your time. Well, thank you, Remo. forward to it. I'm just tired right now because I'm working so hard trying to get there, and then it's so many other things going on. So, Christine says, I agree with T. The pattern should be included. I have purchased a kit and to purchase the pattern separate. And that's what I did. And I kept trying to figure out when I got it. I'm like, she sent me foundation papers and freezer paper foundation. So I bought that kit, but didn't have the pattern to use that. And so I was like, is she going to give me that in class? I really didn't know. And then when I got there, my friends had ordered something totally different. They didn't have what I had, and I didn't have what they had. So I went and ordered the pattern because I don't want to sit in her class without purchasing the pattern. So I went back and purchased the pattern. Because I could have used my friends, but I'm not going to do that. Because I already got the foundation. So it's foundation paper piece. But I went ahead and did what I needed to do. So I don't want any trouble on a cruise ship. I can't get off. Well, I guess I could get off, but it wouldn't be a pleasant exit. So, and I was just glad that I was able to download it. If I wasn't going to be able to download it, then yes, I would have just copied or took photo of what my friends had. But I'm trying to do the right thing and buy what I need to buy for people class. But it needs to be a little bit more clearer for me. Make sure I understand what I need to do. This one's really pretty. I like this little print. This is maybe what I should take on the cruise and use for my extra time. I was going to take a whole nother island, a whole nother pattern, but maybe I need to just take this and finish up all these half square triangles and sew all the sets together. And then I just take just that bag and I don't have to take a whole lot of stuff. Although I'm going to have other stuff to sew, right? And we're going to go ahead and cut this because we're done. I'm not sewing anymore. We're 5 minutes away. I will press these though. Okay. All right. I like this little print now. I wish I had saved it to use in my Dresden Village. It's really pretty. Well, it's a small print that's really pretty. You need small prints when you're making small blocks. And that little asterisk thing is about 1/8 of an inch. So yeah, that would have been pretty in my Dresden Village and those little tiny blocks as a background piece of fabric. So thank you, Christine. I'm going to have to make a cover for this alpaca mat. I don't know if it does it on the regular wool mat, but sometimes I get the alpaca fibers on my fabric that I'm pressing. I'm going to have to make a little cover for this, and I got one a little bigger too, so I'm going to have to make 2 covers. Okay, so I got 2 seams here I didn't press. Like, where they do that at? Got me looking at the other ones now. But they're fine. But I got 2 seams over here that didn't get pressed. Yeah, girl, Christine, every time I'm typing something, especially on Facebook, it'd be a typo in it. Like, I know how to type, but this thing, with all this autocorrect stuff, is just ridiculous. It just put in what it wants to put in. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to put this over here. I don't think I'm sewing. I don't think I'm sewing in here anymore. So I'm going to take this stuff out and put it in this bag. I'm just going to, because I'm not taking my sewing machine, so I don't want to pull those bags apart. I'll put this stuff in here. Ugh. Put this over here to take out. So my tray started out like piled high. Lots of stuff in here. So I think I am going to take this with me. And the other ones are already in a bag. So that's good. I can put all of these in here. And then I can finish these maybe. I can use them as leaders and enders. I got 7 more sets that I need to make like this. And then I've got this whole bag that they need to be sewed into the row. So I'll take this with me and use them as leaders and enders. And then this can stay here. Put this in the container. Close this lid and snap it shut so I don't lose anything. And then I'm just taking this as an extra project. And like I said, this will be my leader and ender project. So that'll be cool. This is stuff for bags I'm still working on. So that's why that's still here. It's been a great week, but a long, busy week. So I'm glad this week is over. I'm glad I only got 6 more days to torture myself with my to-do list of things I got to get done before I leave. So 2024, can't wait for the retreat. That's Remo, yay. I'm excited about retreat. I think the person that scheduled my bus for me last time is no longer there. I haven't gotten a response to 2 emails yet. So I'm going to have to, hopefully the company will do what I want them to do. So I'm working on that. I have been working on the bus trip portion of retreat. Carol Green says, have a safe, relaxing, and fun-filled time, T. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Carol, and good night. Remo, what happens at retreat? Don't stay at retreat because Joe Carmel is there. We need to put her in a closet in the corner or somewhere and take her phone, because what happens at retreat don't stay at retreat anymore because of her. I've never had so much being told about retreat. She's a quick trigger with her phone record button. Thank you, Michelle. Enjoy your trip. We'll miss you, but are very happy for you to go. Thank you. And what? I don't know what you're saying. Similarly, T, is that what you're trying to say, Katie? I don't know. So thank you, everybody. Remo talking about ha. Girl, Joe Carmel, something else. And then when I put her butt on the live, she trying to act like she don't know what I'm talking about. And then she all, like she's, you know, insecure with the camera. Like, yeah, right. She says it means have a good evening. Okay. Girl, I can't pronounce the regular English words. It's like, since I've quit work, all of my family, like I'm the first one that was born in St. Louis. So technically we all have Southern slangs. And so when I quit work and I wasn't in the office setting anymore and all I'm around is my family now. So that's what I have again, is a Southern slang. So yeah. And they make up words in the South, child. You don't even be a word and they make it a word, okay? So that's what I grew up with, and that's what I'm around. And sometimes I have to double back and ask my mom, like, what do you mean? She been living here 57 years or more, and she never adapted to St. Louis speak. She never did. So no, I know. You said that's Greenlandic. I know what you're saying. I'm saying I have trouble with my own language. I can't even start trying to learn another one. But yeah. So we're going to go ahead and end here, guys. I thank you all so much. I appreciate your time you all spend here with me. You helped me by doing this live, getting something done, because none of this would have been done. So the 3 sets that I've done would have not been done. Also gave me the idea of taking this to retreat so I can get some more of it done. Hopefully all of it will be done. But if not, whatever I sew there will be done. It's better than nothing. And so I won't be taking another retreat project other than my class projects and then this. So this is great. I need to put one of these probably in my bag while I'm thinking about it. So let me just take one of them out so I know the orientation, and then I don't have to take any instructions, because I don't need any more papers. I got plenty from these people. We definitely don't need any more paper. So I'll put this in here so I know the orientation, so I don't sew them all together wrong. Then I would really want to cry. And I guess I could put this in there too. You can just sit on top. Everything can fit in the big bag. All right. So, thank you all for your suggestion. So, good night, everybody. I'm hoping that I can come back Wednesday and just do a chat. It's going to be dependent upon getting my hair braided. So if I'm late Wednesday, just know where I am. I'm telling you all ahead of time, just in case. I'll go ahead and make a live for 7. And I'll put in the title maybe late or something like that, so we can still have a chat before I go. After that, it's going to be, all I have is just one more day to finish out the rest of my time till the end of the month. So I thank you all so much for your support. Appreciate each and every one of you all. So you all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out, everybody.